something.
To the NRA?
Yeah, they believe video games are the...
Do they really?
Well, not the NRA, but, you know, some people believe that video games are the cause of gun violence. I don't want to be alone anymore.
I beg to differ. Okay. Continue. When we last left off, our heroes were... I think we were wandering around the plains just fighting random stuff.
And I think you were trying to fight the fairy monsters again.
Yeah.
Did we determine whether you...
No.
Can't?
I'll tell you this right now. I hardly research for anything we do.
Well, I just know that we were like, I wonder if you fail it.
Yeah, I still have no idea. I actually don't know which buttons to press. You're not who I wanted to talk to. I need to look at my party. Select? Nope. Triangle. There it is. Triangle.
Oh, we were also trying to get Steiner's bug killer or whatever, so he could switch to a different helmet.
Yeah, it'll level up in here.
Enter with X.
I was about to save my game before I entered. It's like I don't wanna get in here and die and immediately have to get out or start over.
Like all get out.
Oh yeah. That must be the cavern.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. Now, are you a Dagger long hair or short hair fan?
Long hair. What's up, Vivi? Have you ever heard of the Ice Cavern?
Oh dear God. Not again.
Sure, is this the place? I won't, but just to put it out there.
Baby's gonna just start crying. He's like, why? It's supposed to... My grandpa told me about the Bible. It's very close to Queen Braun.
My grandfather. He said the cavern takes travelers to the top of the mists. Braun was like,
Yeah, no, Braun was just...
yeah. Bravo! I wonder, who do we find? No, we figure out who his grandfather is. Uh-oh.
It's that.
Uh-oh.
I have to keep an eye on it, because if it starts...
Oh, is he dead?
Grandpa? I think Grandpa has passed away, but you're right, you do eventually go, like, there-ish.
Ice Cavern.
There's a character relation, too, I think.
Yes.
Ice Cavern. It's so pretty.
Vivi's grandfather is Dormammu from Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. I really want to play that game. Matt busted it out last week, but obviously can't. I'm also going to buy a bunch of tile, so I probably won't be able to buy a game or a game system for a while.
You got other stuff to occupy your time, though.
Yeah, dude, I have bought maybe 5 DS games since I got my 3DS.
It's a gateway drug. It is the drug.
Well, it's the only thing I could pay attention to right now, so.
Snow goblins.
Oh my gosh, we're all facing the wrong way.
This was not one of those ones where you could turn it around by running.
Yeah.
It was only 7.
7.
Oh, this is where you fight Flans. I always hate Flans.
Have some candy.
I really don't like flan in general either.
You don't like flan?
Too, the consistency is too weird.
See, texture and consistency in food never bothered me. As long as it doesn't taste like poop, I'll probably eat it. Look at this guy.
He just stores sleeping juice in that little bottle of his.
I'm gonna steal it from that guy. Oh! Crit from Vivi.
That's smart. Just cast it on the same dude. He just really doesn't want him to wake up.
What's your opinion on this? Most Final Fantasy games have dedicated weapons for their characters, right?
Yeah.
At least within their vague jobs. So like, you know, she's a white mage / summoner, so she's got rods, right? But then in 12, you can choose whatever weapon you want, but it still kind of lends itself to playing a class.
Mm-hmm.
So, because stabs in that game gave you MP,
Right.
but you could also fight with them.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your take on that? Would you rather have like the freedom to choose which weapon to use and have it affect your abilities only slightly or your stats only slightly?
I think it's cooler if the weapon
represents the character.
Like
in
partially,
like in 8.
because the thing about like prior Final Fantasies, I felt, not the job ones obviously, but like 7 and 8, you could make the character into anything. The weapon was just
right,
like a representation of their person. Like in this one, you pretty much are the roles, but I think I like those systems in 7 and 8 a little better because you could, like, materia makes you you could make Barrett into your white mage if you wanted to, and he used a gun. It's like gun
right,
hand.
right.
No. Oh, he like kind of lounges when he dies. I mean, that being said, I do like the choice of okay, but that doesn't feel like Final Fantasy to me.
And in like 12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think you're right. I think like even in 11 and 14, your weapon was dedicated to your class. It was chosen by what class you were playing. That's the secret.
Go when the breath is.
What? Yeah.
I think BB has got a
fire lasted.
What a strange wall. Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming. Like, whoa. I feel like part of the reason why, like 7 at least, I guess they made a movie about it. So there are voices for these characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I think part of the reason why you don't see like voices of characters in like other ones, or you won't see voices of characters in other ones, is because there's not like a defined voice.
I'm not following you at all.
Like, what voice would you give Vivi? Like, we don't know what black mages sound like.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, originally, I was like, well, he's a kid, so he's gonna sound like a little kid, but not necessarily, because he's basically a machine or an automaton or a construction or whatever.
Yeah. So he could have any voice that they deemed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like my grandfather.
I mean, he stutters, so you're presuming that he sounds like a little kid because it's like little kids stutter, but.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like.
Zidane actually does have a voice.
Because of
Dissidia. Yeah, and you can branch that to every Final Fantasy game, but only in those characters, the main villain and the main protagonist. Ooh.
Yeah, it's like I feel too. He got put to sleep. Oh, that's right. Like I said, 7 there was a movie they gave all the characters voices.
Right.
And I felt like predominantly they fit.
Before that even, Kingdom Hearts, you had Cloud, Aerith, and Yuffie, all with their own voices.
I guess Squall, Cypher, and Cypher was in 2.
Yeah, Cypher was in 2. Squall was in 1.
Yeah.
But he was called Leon.
Yeah, Leon. He wasn't Squall.
Leon!
The Cypher and Fujin and Raijin, I think, were in 2. I know Cypher was, I just don't remember if he had a gang or not.
I think they are.
Yeah. I mean, like, even
Setzer was also part of his gang.
That's right.
Very cool. But there was a little, like, weird Setzer. Not like a cool Setzer.
But I feel like for ones where the characters look more real, so in 7 and 8's perspective, those
arguably.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, those voices aren't so hard to come by. Like, it's not like, but.
Would you expect these ones to sound more cartoony? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Like, I don't really know what kind of voice Steiner would have. He could have a supreme gentleman voice, or he could have like the old mustachio. Not that he has it, but like the Well, I say, you know, like, he could have any kind of voice because he's just a dude. He doesn't look. There's no representation of him in real life.
When it comes to Japanese video games, I always go with anime, like anime tropes.
Mm-hmm.
So Steiner is the like,
Yeah.
you know, and Vivi's the little child, and all the women just sound like the same 3 voice actresses that do all the voices for anime.
Yeah.
And Zidane's like the plucky hero, like, hey guys, like, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
Amaranth's
Amaranth's like Spike Spiegel.
Yeah.
And like, what's his face? Blum.
The old man.
No, the guy who voices Spike Spiegel. Steve Blum or something like that.
Yeah.
He would be. He would
You don't
be
voice him
Amaranth.
no more, 'cause he dead. He is.
Spike.
Spike's dead.
I was gonna say like Blum's not.
Yeah, Spike's dead.
Yeah, I did know that. Although they made a movie after his death.
Yeah, weird.
Took place between them.
Yeah, beforehand.
Flan party! At least the flans in this one were a bit less, like, in some of them, 8 specifically, not that they were flans, they were blobras, but they all, they took, like, very, very, very little damage from physical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in this one, at least they still take relatively moderate damage from physical attacks, so you could kill them with just normal attacks, but... Welcome to the pants party.
Welcome to the pants party.
Still not good. I think there's just a problem with Twitch lately about the emails.
The emails, the alerts.
Yeah, because I didn't receive yesterday's.
Ah. Look at that.
Protect girls. Oh, 1 point away from Thunder.
Oh, there's a chest down here.
Yeah.
I kind of want to grab it, but I don't.
Is that wall back there? Oh. Could you imagine doing that first? Not knowing what it would do?
Yeah. Well, what did we get out of that thing? A potion?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the more important item.
just Mage Masher. What does detect do? It's like a scan.
Scan? I think so.
Seems like a thief ability enough.
Beardo! It'd be an interesting list of best battle transitions. Like, which games have the best battle transitions? I know Dragoons was really freaking long. It would take, like...
Yeah. Well, it's also a thing of the past, and I can only really judge because of memory, like Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
I know Front Mission had one, didn't it? Because
Mm-hmm.
you'd move your little icon one to the guy, and then you'd start like a little thing. It would transition.
Can't remember Star Oceans right now, but I know it had one too.
Yeah. Tonk. Look at that. We don't need magic.
Yeah, I mean, interesting would be interesting. I think they're all pretty much the same, but...
I love the design of this game.
Although, I mean, they sort of still have them in 13. In 13 too. Like, you hit it and then it, like, light gleams off of it, and then you move into, like, a fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they still sort of exist, but yeah, they're not nearly the same, because there's no random battles.
Do you know that there's no fight music in 12? For, like, normal fights?
It's very interesting. I didn't know that.
They have boss music,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But no random encounter music.
Huh.
No random encounters, but no
Right.
regular encounter music.
Huh. Very interesting. Chrono Trigger doesn't have any transition. Phoenix now.
How do we get to this one?
There's
a cave.
yeah. Ah. This looks like a job for Master Vivi.
For Vivi. Or whatever his new name becomes when we get naming away cards and change him.
Cheryl is the next named character.
Freya. These things look so dirty.
Do we get to visit? Do we get to see Kina first? Is there a Kumarsh before?
I'm not sure. Butt wiggles.
He's like a little kitty. They're like kitties hunting something.
HP switching.
That's an odd ability for that thing to have.
Yeah.
Really potent though, if you think about it. It's like, oh, I got 2 life left.
Now, did he take my HP or did he?
Yeah, you're like life swapped. So whatever Zidane had at the time of the hit.
What a jerk.
Casting magic on a magician. What's wrong with you? You should get your life back now.
Yeah, come on, guy.
I always thought it was interesting, Zidane's daggers, for one thing, he doesn't get both daggers.
Right, he gets
He gets like a dagger.
It's still cool.
Yeah. It's just interesting.
It's like Cervantes. He only got his major weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, battery. Thanks for lasting a whole day.
Bro.
Ooh. I think we want level up. What does that do?
Probably levels faster.
Can I?
You got the band Fridays on your team.
The what?
Bright Eyes. The band.
Bruh.
I just...
Terrible band.
Yeah, we can see what it does, but I wonder what... I know Minus Strike is just his first attack.
Yeah, and
But it's
what am I
like,
trying to do? Garnet. There you go. Little wall.
he always asks, what's this?
Whoa.
I always act surprised, too. I guess, theoretically, you could have missed the first couple, so...
Yeah. Whoever with.
Well, that's nice. You were just using wrists before.
Go play a girl game.
What?
Newest hop.
Beast Killer. And Blizzard. Does Vivi have Blizzard yet?
Mm-mm. But I wouldn't think it'd be too important in an
Not
ice
here. No.
cavern.
What? Are you kidding me?
We'll get it next.
The boss is like made of fire.
Yeah. Durr.
Isn't actually the boss of this place a one-on-one fight?
I can't remember. I just know it was extremely tough because it's the reason that I traded this in right after I got it for Christmas.
Gotta burn him. Hot, 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 hot. Foul mouthful. Teach me monster lesson 2.
I forgot what the ETB thing was anyway.
Hey bro, what are you gonna teach me? Except in this case, it's literally his brother.
Yeah.
It's not like current world. Yo, bro.
I don't think we need to look on anything.
Gosh, bro. Yeah, no, bro.
I wonder if you get anything for actually doing that.
What? Reading all the hints?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Moaz? Moas?
Oh, his name?
Yeah.
Was it Mois?
Mm-hmm.
Moi.
What?
Or it could be Mois. It's like Lois.
Yeah.
Moise.
Well, I say to that. Did I save? I didn't save. Did I save?
You just saved.
Did I
You were too busy creating
I
that.
was thinking.
I say Mois. I gotta deliver a letter to Gummo.
Sure. I'll deliver your stupid letter, you stupid.
210. Oof.
Yeah. Gotta get some tents, kid. I thought we had more than this.
God, those things have to be a TARDIS. How do you all fit into that tent?
A big thing on the DS seems to be hiding items like in the background. So like in every game I play now, I'm like running into background and stuff.
Well, in this one, that actually was the reason to do that.
Do I have a thing go? Oh, okay. I thought that was like the battle mists.
A blocking mist.
Yeah.
Alex
Frickin' Steiner. Would you be a dear? I have a drink on the bookshelf right there. To your right. Not right there, and yeah. Phoebe, hurry up or you'll be left behind. Thanks. I'm coming. And then he falls.
No!
Brr. It's easy, just light Steiner's armor on fire, and then it will radiate enough heat to keep everybody warm.
See, no one can make fire but Vivi, apparently. Aw. Yeah, I think this is why it was like a one-on-one fight, because everyone like passes out.
It's a one-on-one fight versus Garnet.
What's that sound? It's that monkey tail. It keeps him, warmed up.
Isn't it a bell?
The sound?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's like an anglerfish-ish type thing. It's like the bell is dangling out.
I guess I'll come back here later. These guys looked really cool.
Black Waltz #1.
This is a Geomancer reference. Because Geomancers use bells.
Yeah. It's a big Vivi. It's a big evil Vivi.
Yeah, baby.
A Vivi.
Beefy.
Can you summon a thing too? Like a monster?
I'm not sure. There you go. Now, is he the boss? Do I fight the sea lion? Or what exactly happens here? Go sea lion! I may come to regret doing this, but I'm going to try it.
Aw, yeah. Too bad you can't like automatically equip it.
Too bad I don't have regen or something like that.
Yeah. Oh. That's right. Some bosses have two things.
I believe so, yeah.
I was like, oh. Fondling of little bell.
Now, who should I go after first? The magician?
Does he have stuff to steal? Not that
I think he does. So, I mean, I am gonna try.
I would say him first.
The magician?
Yeah.
He seems like the weaker of the two, right?
Yeah, so like take away that little chippy damage.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it seems like he would get cut down quicker.
Yeah.
Silk shirt. Soon I will trance. And then where will you be?
You'll be dead.
You're my dad.
Oh.
Couldn't steal anything, or he doesn't have anything?
I think you just failed.
I'll heal myself.
You still got like. I know that's like what you were saying when I was playing 8. You don't like seeing less than like half life.
Yeah, I get very nervous if my health is like if less than 50%. Let's try this. Wing.
Oh, this steal take away from the trance, or since he used it first?
I think it'll cut into it. But if I don't successfully steal anything from him, I think I'll just
Kill.
wail on him. Yeah. Dying. That's what I want. Tidal flame. Tidal flame.
Tidal Flame. That's an interesting sounding name. Well, that was the end of that dude. And Sea Lion's little thingy.
Oh god.
He blocks water. No, he like gets sickly pale and
Yeah.
you transform back. Hey, what's up?
Who we got?
H. Lewis. HV Lewis. I'll just call you Lewis.
Hey.
He was our brave fencer aficionado from last night.
Oh, cool. I just heard all about you, of Lewis. Oh my god. He hits for a lot now.
He's all enraged.
Is he enraged?
And he's dead.
Is he enraged? Yeah. Ugh. It's the Mage Masher, honey.
Lewithork. Yeah, you get a high potion. It heals more life than you have total.
That's a good thing. It's good to be, you defeated number 1, number 2, and number 3 will reclaim the princess. Oh, okay, I was like, how is this being told?
Yeah, Black Waltz number 1 is like kind of underwhelming.
I think the other 2 are as well, aren't they?
We stole a Mithril Dagger from the boss.
And
And an Ether.
Silk Shirt.
Oh, and yeah, Silk Shirt from Blackwall.
So. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're learning Detect. I was like, so what does the Mage Masher give? I wonder what Mithril Knife gives.
Yeah. Oh. Hey there, everybody. Okay.
It was no big deal. I just killed 2 giant monsters.
Yeah, that ice line thing. Eesh.
I still don't trust him.
Why would you? This should be the exit, right? Up ahead. Huh.
Did you rape her? Said Steiner.
Good old untrusting Steiner. Bandit.
That's right. Better steal chance.
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure. Because it's not Mug.
I'll go after that real quick. Silk Shirt. Cure and Thunder. So we already have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a thing down here, isn't there? Maybe?
Nope.
Was I misled? No.
It will fight. You walk into its trap.
I walked into the Ice Cavern's trap. That's alright though. Gotta level up.
You got back attack though. That's cool.
Aw yeah. Die, Goblin, die. Die he did. Yeah! Donk.
8. She's so weak. Her rackets are more powerful, though.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I don't know. I hate to say that I don't want Eco or Garnet in my final party, but you gotta have a healer, right?
Yeah.
Arguably, unless Kina can learn a curing spell.
I think she can learn, like, White Wind or something.
She's gotta, yeah. Blue Mage has gotta have
Whiskey
something.
and honey tonight. If you ever get a sore throat, I highly recommend it.
Whiskey
Are you
and
rocking
honey?
a whiskey and honey because of a sore throat, or are you just drinking whiskey and honey just because?
I want whiskey and honey now. He didn't say aloud on Twitch.
I mean, we're not big enough for Twitch to give Twitch will be like breaking down on the little man. The answer to that is simply yes. Aw, yeah, flam party. Steiner trance.
No! Why Steiner? Ugh. I better make use of it. Sword magic. Sword art. Really?
I think you have to, like, reload him.
Oh. I'll reload him. I'll reload him. Ugh. Vivian, her about to get it too. Bleh.
Doink. 8.
Show us your helmet. Yeah, looks
He's
awesome.
got, like, a face guard. You know, I don't think Steiner earned, like, a new ability. I think he just became significantly stronger.
More defended too, right?
Yeah, like, he's just harder to kill.
Yeah, that should be his thing.
I don't know that that's a bad thing.
Wow.
He knows more about He might know more about Brave Fencer than this game.
That's fine. That's still admirable.
Brave Fencer's a
Brave-
lovely game.
Yeah, Brave Fencer is delicious. Missed call from Scott. Doesn't he know that we're streaming?
No,
What a poo fest.
he's working. He doesn't think about these things.
I just really like Zidane. I don't like a lot of main characters. Jesus, phone. What are you doing? Away with you.
Off with you.
Like, I didn't like Cloud. Don't like Squall. There was no main protagonist in 6.
6.
I mean, you had Locke, you had Terra, you
Locke
had
and Terra and
Celes.
Celes.
I mean, it could have been anyone. Savin, Cyan.
I don't know about Salviners. I think Edgar. Of the even the. No, I don't think any of the
Edgar seemed very peripheral to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I never used them.
I think Terra, Celes, and Locke were pretty much it as far as mainstay characters. Because obviously Realm, Strago.
I was
Gal.
gonna say, come on, Realm.
Yeah, she's totally
Come on,
important.
Realm.
Come on, Realm. She's totally important. She just paints stuff.
Realm and Strago, when I got them, were in my party until the end. I hate to say that I don't like using Umaro, even though he's probably my favorite 6 character, other than Gogo. But the whole like primary, like focal group in 6, I disliked. I liked all the extra characters.
I liked.
Interceptor.
Oh, huh?
The dog.
Oh.
Shadow's dog.
No, I never liked Shadow.
I didn't like him either. He was very lackluster.
No, yeah, I would say of all of them, Terra's probably the most because it revolves around Espers and she's an Esper.
She's on the cover.
Yeah, she's the thing.
Yeah.
She gives up her life momentarily to save everything.
She also becomes like half dog, right? Doesn't she become like a pink animal thing?
That's her Esper form.
I don't
Just
know.
like big. She becomes Super Saiyan basically.
Yeah, there you go. She's Super Saiyan. Oh yeah.
But you like actually take who are the characters you actually control for a time? Like I know you control Edgar, Sabin, Celes after the world ends. The first time she's like the main character.
Oh, I forgot about Setzer.
Do you also like Miles more than Sonic?
No, I don't like any of the Sonic cast. I like Big the cat.
Not even Tails.
I had a little crush on Tails because he could fly a biplane.
First off, Tails shouldn't be able to fly anything because he can fly.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, he's the mechanic, but he can fly naturally.
Yeah. Miles Tails
Prower
is awesome. Miles Tails is awesome.
Yeah. I don't mind him. I dislike Knuckles,
Oh.
and Sonic is too plain Jane for me.
This is the only thing about 9 I never liked.
What?
She chooses to name
Oh,
herself.
yeah. She's not going to do that. We need a name for Garnet because we're not naming her Dagger.
Just name her after another female character. Female person. It is Tails with an I because he had multiple tails.
Yeah.
I do see Zidon's point. I need a new name, so I wouldn't choose like.
I liked Robo-Sonic there. You know what? Actually, I only liked Sonic Spinball and the little RPG they did on the DS.
Of all Sonic games?
Well, I liked 2 and 3, but or 2 and Knuckles, I guess. Not 3.
Knuckles is sweet.
The game, right?
Yeah.
I like the sand level where you go to the pyramid and you're in like robot Egypt. It's very cool.
I've decided from now on my name is Dagger.
No.
Just do Jamie or something. I mean,
no, we can't do that because then Zidane is Maddie, and Maddie is definitely a Steiner. Or a Kina.
it doesn't have to be.
Or an Amaranth.
Because Jamie was also. Name her Plain Jane.
Plain Jane. It won't fit, but very plain J.
Yeah. Just name her Jane.
Let's name her Quinoa.
Just name them after characters from Final Fantasy VIII. It's for Noah.
Quinoa.
That's too close to Kina.
But Kina's not going to be named Kina.
Who's Kina?
Wow.
Because she likes to eat.
Mm-hmm.
P-Jizzle. That sounds dirty.
Oh, wow.
That sounds
No.
dirty.
No. It won't fit. It'll fit. Oh. Clumsy me. Jizzle. It'll only fit like that. Does that work?
P-Jizzle.
P-Jizzle?
PJ Izzle.
It does fit,
She's
just
from,
barely.
She's from the street.
Yeah. From now on, my name is P-Jizzle.
We went from Dagger to... yeah, I like it. Whatever. You know?
I'd say we improved it. Is that okay with you?
Are we just gonna name them all Street? So Cheryl will be Freya, but it'll be like Street Cheryl, Shrizzle.
Shrizzle. No, they can't all be Izzles.
No. I was just saying like Zidane loves it. I love it. That's such a fantastic name.
Try to sound more casual, like me. Like you're from the street, you know? I shall try.
You.
No.
Yeah, we'll have to think of a way to urbanize Cheryl's name.
Alrighty. Steiner's like, no. Did we talk about Steiner's hat last time? I feel like we could talk about it again.
I think we did. I think we talked about how it kind of looks like a red mage, but also because of the feather.
It's an awesome hat.
Also, if we name Steiner after Maddie, it's M-Trip, which is kind of urban.
Oh, yeah.
So,
kind of urban.
So it already fits. Well, I mean, it's M-Trip.
P-Jizzle.
Which character arc do you like the best in this game?
That's hard to say. I'm gonna say Kina because she's my favorite character, but I feel like Freya's is one of the best.
Freya's is my favorite.
Closely followed by either Garnet's or Eco's. Just because there was a lot going on there. Steiner has no sub-story except for Beatrix, which is awesome.
Clearly you never played this game. Amaranth has the best.
Amaranth, oh yeah. It's done, you owe me money!
Ooh.
Ah.
These flower spider things.
Is this tough?
I was chatting with my buddy today who's never played this game about how Vivi has one of the best developments. He does.
Oh,
for sure.
Well, true, Vivi.
I mean, like, literally questions. Oh, that hurt a little bit.
I ain't impressed.
Literally questions his identity, and discovers that he's got a really cool. Dude goes through some serious stuff. Yeah, for sure.
You could also argue Zidane's, but I think past the point of realizing that he's a clone, or that he's dying, or whatever he does, or whatever happens to him.
Yeah.
You know, there's not much to him. He's just a good guy.
Yeah.
He's just a good guy.
I feel like Eco's is self-contained. Like it doesn't have resound. If I remember right, it doesn't have like.
Actually, Egos and Garnets are very intertwined.
Yeah, that's right, because they're both.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Zidane's and Vivi's feel very like
Lemon on the goat.
important to the overall process of the game, as it were. That's kind of like the same for Freya's. It's like Freya's doesn't really like persist past her. Like once you realize it, it's like okay, now she just goes with you. It's like
Freya's.
Yeah, it's like
she's a friend of Zidane's.
Right. Like once you've done all of her story, it's like okay, well she's just there now.
Mm-hmm.
And like Steiner. Steiner starts out as a guardian and then just alright, I'll stick around.
But at least he's got more impetus to do so than Freya, Kina.
Zidane never seems to question anything to me. He's like Ferris Bueller, main character, but he doesn't really go through many changes. He does at the end.
He doesn't. Yeah, he would at the end, but first off, no. Because there's that. They have a song or a music or whatever that plays just for him when he's doing that.
Bow, oh, wait, not that. Not that.
Boom, boom. No, the
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, but that comes so late in the game.
Yes.
Like Zidane feels kind of like just a cool dude, like a fun dude to be around, friend, womanizer type kind of guy, you know. And then his story comes out at the end. Obviously, Kuja's kind of makes it feel like it's relevant throughout the game, but that too kind of.
This game too, I just realized, has the most like villains, right? Because you start off against Braun, then there's Kuja, and then
Black Mages,
Garland, right?
Garland, yeah.
And at the end, the guy that nobody seems to like, but is actually being summoned all the while, and then Zorn and Thorn, which are great.
You never fight Braun?
You never fight Braun, but she is kind of an antagonist.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's hunting you, essentially.
She does some dastardly stuff.
Now, Garland is also the name of the main boss from Final Fantasy 1.
Chaos?
Well, technically, yes, but Garland becomes Chaos.
Ah.
And as are Lich, Kraken, Tiamat, and...
Yes, Garland.
Lich, Tiamat, Kraken, and Marilith. That's what it is.
Marilith is the water one?
The fire. Kraken's water.
I like Lich, and they're all in this.
Yep.
Yeah. Lich looks really cool in this one.
Oh yeah, she's definitely... I just mean like Zorn and Thorn are essentially her battle representations.
Right.
Even though they are like kind of beyond her in a way.
They are, yeah, very much so.
Like their combo fight is so weird, like they mutate together.
That's why despite being a villainess, Braun's end is kind of saddening.
Yeah.
You know, it's a heartfelt departure.
I believe you've played Ogre Battle, right?
Yes.
You asked if we played Ogre Battle. I think you had.
Yes, I rented Ogre Battle from Blockbuster like 3 weeks in a row.
Phoebe, the inn is this way. This is the first introduction to Vivi's, like, questioning himself.
I love windmills.
What is this, like, I like turtles?
I love windmills.
Phoebe, what do you think about this town? I like windmill.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
What is being said here?
For Lich made me think of it. For AoE cast in one battle, if you have a princess leader, too good. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Village of Dali. I got this confused when I was talking with Matt M. Trip about this the other day. I was like, Yeah, man, Vivi, because he put in his hats article, his thing about Vivi was like, Vivi's hat is so unique, and I just like I said to myself, I'm like, nerd voice, technically he's just a black mage.
Yeah.
Playing with Final Fantasy 1, he's like, well, I can change it. I was like, no, dude. I mean, he's different. His hat is different than normal black mages, and
It's so long.
it's bent.
Yeah.
And I said, until he realizes like he's different than the ones from Village of Dali, but I forgot the name. I forgot that they have their own little town and whatever it was called. What's the name of their town? Peaches.
I'm sorry. I just.
No, it's fair.
I just read it.
That's how it's gonna be for the rest of this stream. It's just like whenever she talks.
PJ and Jamal.
Who would you be?
Who would I be in this game?
Yeah.
Kina, come on.
Fair.
I'm
Kina's
telling you,
gender-
she's my
Kina's-
absolute favorite character in this game for no good reason.
Kina's gender is rather ambiguous when
Very
you actually look at it.
ambiguous.
I heart Peajizzle. And I like how too, and maybe this is just because we presume that time is instantaneous. You know, it's like they leave the ice caverns and they're here the next couple hours, when it could be a few days or something.
Right.
But you start saying, "Oh, I'm going to start calling myself this." If you came to me one day and you said, "Hey, Matt, I'm going to start calling myself Peachizzle," I guarantee you I would fall into a trap of calling you Brian every now and then, just because I've called you
Right.
such for a while.
Well, Steiner calls her princess, and Zidane really has only talked about her, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You hated quinoa, the food? Or the,
No,
the,
he hated
the name? Kina. Oh, Kina. Oh, well, she's that peripheral character that doesn't need to be part of the story.
You also like blue mages.
I just like blue mages, yeah. And I like creatures. I mean, she fits this game very well.
Well, yeah, because she's just funky looking.
Yes.
You did see his voice box that indicates his name being Peachizzle, so you wouldn't mess it up. That's true. I'm talking right now. Next,
I can't read it.
next you're gonna say you like Yuffie the most in Final Fantasy 7.
No, I like Kate C out of
That's
Final
true.
Fantasy
You do.
7 the most.
But
But I do like
close
Yuffie.
second.
Yeah, Yuffie's definitely a close second. But I also dislike Final Fantasy 7, so not to make you not watch the stream, but
What?
I don't want to anger anybody out there.
It's cool. It's cool. You're a hater, bro.
This and 13 are my favorites.
The cat. That dude sucks. Oh.
I actually usually like the most hated characters. And if somebody hates Kistis,
No, I don't think really anyone. I mean, I think the only people hate from 8 are like Selphie and to
And
some extent
Rinoa.
Rinoa.
yeah,
Because Rinoa's very plain Jane for a little while.
she's very
So she's
Peachizzle.
very Peachizzle for a while.
Yeah.
She does change a bit. But Selphie's,
Coolest outfit.
Yeah. I actually like. I don't dislike anyone in the game other than Irvine, really.
I like Irvine.
I just think Irvine feels tacked on. Like, he doesn't really.
He's important though.
Because he's the only one that remembers stuff?
Yeah. Oh, gotta.
Phoebe. Peachizzle tries. She's one of the stronger female roles in the games of my child. Yeah, Kistis is like pretty sweet.
I like it, the Kistis.
I wonder. Peachizzle, open that chest. That is the creepiest thing. I feel like you're about to rape someone. Now it's even worse. Come say hi to Peachizzle and Lewis.
Hi,
Peachizzle?
P-Jizzle.
Lewis.
P-Jizzle. We had a follower
Suggest.
choose a name, and we have to honor the follower's choice.
Well, it works though because we're gonna urbanize everyone's names, and yours is already urbanized. So
Nice.
you know you're gonna be Steiner's.
I'm not sure who Peaches is.
Steiner's awesome. He's loyal. He's a badass.
Garnett picked it herself. Technically, he's got a point.
What?
Garnett picked it herself.
She did.
She looked at a dagger and she went,
Pea
"Now I'm
Jizzle.
gonna be called."
Gonna be called Pete Jizzle.
You're in my way, kiddo.
You wanted to fit in on the mean streets of Lindblom.
I like the storm cellar that's there.
I like her.
You're on your way. You're on your way now to Lindblom.
To Lindblom, yeah, we just got out of the ice cap.
She's got perfectly positioned swatches on her, like.
On her butts.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're like in the same place.
She's got nice shiny hair, the kind
Yeah.
that you want to smell, you know.
Or cut off later.
I like Peaches with short hair, but I like short hair in general. So.
Yeah.
Pete Jizzle.
I just that looks weird. It's
That's my character
I like
name in
it.
Final Fantasy 14 online. It's gonna be Pete Jizzle. Pete Jizzle, the pugilist.
gotta blow up the border checkpoint first, terrorist style. That's true.
So if we do, hypothetically, and not that I want to get into the habit of calling things, but if we do all play 14, what would our party makeup look like?
Oh, I don't know. I usually I usually pick what we need. You know, it doesn't matter to me.
I think we all do that.
Yeah, but most of the MMOs that we play, I'm usually the last one to join. I'm like, what do you guys
It's
need?
true.
What do you guys need in the party makeup? I'll just make that.
We need a warrior, Matt.
Done.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not. I mean, I'm playing the beta now, but it was only because I was invited. If I didn't, I didn't even sign up for it. It was just like you had an account way back
in
when.
the day, yeah. I should probably have an invite then.
I
You
did
should too.
I signed up, but I never accepted it because I waited too long.
Oh, you can't watch Vivi Confused now. Vivi Confused.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Again, if there's no red mage, I don't care.
What strikes you as interesting?
Honestly, none of the major classes are just like I need to be that, because when I think like I want my dancer, I want Corsair, I want those. Those are what made me love 11. Like I've never main tank, so I'm
I think
never a
you're right.
warrior or paladin. You know, like monk. I just picked that because I like hand-to-hand fighters, but
You'll be a
monks in general never. But
You'll be a monk. That's cool.
white mage might look cool. I don't know.
Vivi Confused.
You know. Got check out what's good, you know.
I want to use a book or a bow with a harp strapped to it.
Oh, we know both of your classes are already made, so. And if you can dual class, be a
Theory
bard
is a
scholar,
dark
and you
night.
start shooting books at people as it's writing.
Page 30! Page 30!
Ouch. Snot-nosed Gudo.
Would that involve you going downstairs and then coming back up?
At some point, but not right now.
What do you need? Do you want to refill my drink for me, please?
How do you refill Tazo tea? Is it
Half and half.
half and half
Yeah,
with
I
ice?
bought a little thing of milk. Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt.
Sprinkle paprika on top for color.
And Jimmy's.
Yes.
Sprinkles.
What was the point
What?
that Lewis made?
He was just saying change screens.
Change
What's your favorite class in FF Tactics?
In FF Tactics. I don't know. I kind of like Samurai. Because they're tanky and they have AoE spells, and their swords always break, so it's garbage.
Strike you on that one.
Dragoon is in that one, but they're very lackluster.
Yeah.
They can do a lot of
I
damage.
can't
from
remember all
far
the
off.
classes in Tactics.
Dragoon is essentially the upgraded archer, I would say.
Because I remember they added, like, cannoneers and stuff, or brigadiers for the advanced one. Tactics Advanced, right? They had guns. But I know of Chemist.
I don't think
Obviously,
they added the
major one.
Brigadier. I think you're thinking Final Fantasy V. In Tactics, when they
Oh, that's right. They did add that
War
in
of
the
the
advanced
Lions,
version of
they
5.
added the Blood Knight or the
Oh,
Dark Knight.
I meant Tactics Advance.
Tactics Advance.
Yeah, not the remake of Tactics, but
Right.
other than Lancer.
Other than Lancer.
Yeah, I don't remember all the I mean, I played it a couple times. I like it. I just never owned it. So give Gumo the letter. I liked obtaining Cloud.
Yuck. I always had weird amalgam characters anyway.
Knight, Samurai, Lancer, Monk, Squire. Oh, Squire's basic. Dancer, Geomancer, Thief, Ninja, Archer, Mime, Summoner, Bard, Mediator,
Mediator, yeah.
Oracle, Priest, Calculator, Time Mage, Wizard, Chemist. Of those, he probably was like Lancer.
Who was the Lancer?
My favorite class.
Ah.
Ninjas were awesome, yeah, but
Yeah, ninjas were almost necessary.
ninjas in like any job-based Final Fantasy are always the OP class. In Final Fantasy 5, you equip 2 thrown weapons to a ninja and just done.
Yeah, 11, they were the best tanks.
Yeah, right? That was weird.
They did not require healers, typically.
But yeah, no, like, my favorite thing in 5 was once you got to the end of the game and you mastered some of the classes, you could equip whatever skills you wanted to the bear class.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just be like, you'd have the ability to throw items, and you had the money toss from Samurai. The point in that game, you had so much freaking money.
Mm-hmm.
Good kitty. I like spears.
You like spears.
Lancers could ignore height and attack 2 units away. 2 squares away.
Yeah, and if you leveled up all their jump skills, they went pretty quick. But the problem with that game is that you could miss.
Mm-hmm.
What I used to do is run them with a time mage, so I could stop an enemy, jump on them.
Yeah.
Or just Mustadio and his leg shot.
Mustadio. Yeah, no. In any game where a polearm is an option, that is usually the weapon of choice that I go with.
Same here, really. I was in Disgaea. My hero was always a spear wielder.
Rowdy out of stories. Jack used to pole.
Yep.
I even made a polearm barb in Diablo 2 because I liked polearm. I like polearms that much.
In what 2?
Polearm barb in Diablo 2.
In Diablo 2.
First playthrough finished with 3 Lancers, a Time Mage, and a Monk.
There you go. Monks were awesome. They were good healers, they were good damage dealers.
You changed the way you talk, yo.
You're doing great, kid.
I did fine in the play, right?
You were Ruby. You sure know how to fake it. Which one?
I think the top one is the nice one, yeah.
What is the point of being nice to her, though?
I don't really think there is one. It's not like in 7 where you get to go on a date with someone. In this, it's Zidane and P. Jizzle are a thing. What's Zidane's name going to become? I have to think about this. We have to get name and weight cards first. But we're lucky that she chooses a name change, because that way we didn't have to worry.
We should make his name a palindrome. ZDs.
ZDs. Would you like 2 ZDs? Did you ever get a date with Barrett? I have never had that happen.
My very first playthrough, I got a date with Barrett. My second was with Yuffie because I tried, and after that, it didn't matter because 7.
Too nice. You gotta like throw an egg at her door. Ooh. Oh. Useful information. Thank you for equipping your new weapon. Really, that's just hanging in the shop.
No, I read it again.
You're mean to the ladies. That's what that means.
Yeah, you really had to be mean to all the women.
It's like, would you like to buy?
You're a hobo.
Heck nah. Oh, Cloud, you're my best friend from when we were kids. I don't know who you is.
I don't know who you is. Why? Why is our mean voice so urban?
I don't know, because we're on the Peaches-ol thing.
Aw, Peaches-ol. I guess I'm gonna buy his next staff. Rod staff. Iron Sword. There we go. Oh, can't equip him with it.
How would you who else? What other like choice moments are there? You'd have to be mean to like Yuffie too, although you don't have to have her by that point. So
Well, my first playthrough, I didn't get her until the end.
Yeah, I didn't get her in my first playthrough until Gungaga.
Ungaga?
Yeah, I fought her in the forest after Golden Falther.
Thanks.
Just looking and spying on this woman. Creepy.
It's a little stalkerish.
Creepy Zidane.
Yep.
It's a 16-year-old girl. But I guess if he's 17. Although, yeah, I think he's like supposed to be the same.
Also, they don't live in America, so their statutory
That's true.
laws are a bit different. The same with like reading books. It makes me uncomfortable when like youthful stuff is happening, but it's not
Different.
wrong
Yeah,
in their
it's-
world.
Right. That's just coincidental. Or not coincidental, it's like clever writing. It's like, oh, you know what? I'll have this 5-year-old, this 5-year-old marry this 30-year-old just because it's a world in which
Yeah.
you marry at the age of 5. Thanks.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I fought her in the forest first playthrough outside of Juneau and didn't know what was happening. I ended up going through the dialogue after the fight like 5 times before I got her in the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because first playthrough you have no idea that, like, if you name her when she asks you, when she's like, did I tell you my name? It's like, she leaves. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I didn't have the book that gave you all the
Right.
answers to begin with. And then my friend was like, hey, did you do this in 7? Hey, did you do this in 7? Hey, did you do this in 7? And I was like, no, how did you know to do all this stuff? And he was like, oh, I had a guide.
Yeah. Yeah, well that was Final Fantasy games typically are like that in that you can do some of the stuff, but you're never getting a gold chocobo without a guide.
Yeah.
Ever. I would like to see someone who did. Who played around, who experimented so much
I did.
to get a gold chocobo. Yeah. Your cocky voice is also urban. I went to the save point the first time to make sure I got the dialogue right. Turns out she yep, because you get a screen. If you get anything that makes a screen pop up. I got a gold choco without a guide. Jeez. I'm importing a save from a friend who already had one. Doesn't count.
I did catch a shiny Butterfree, though.
Ooh. In black 2 or normal black or normal not black and different one completely.
In Diamond? I think? If you can get them in Diamond?
Vivi has no eyes in that shot.
Yeah, he looks very, very mysterious.
He's got a triangle face.
I keep hearing you sound like Koi.
Alright. I'll allow it.
What?
Said that Choco Sage gives just enough advice to where you could do it without, but
That's the thing about Final Fantasy games. All the information is
there.
in the NPCs. You just have to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And actually remember what they're saying and read into everything they're
And
saying.
remember where certain NPCs are.
Yeah.
Where was that guy?
But he's right. There is a Choco Sage there that does help you do that. I'll just let Steiner be and go back to the end.
Cat's Eye 2.
Oh, I had to hit X again. Thought it was
I'm trying to
loaded.
think of if M-Trip is Steiner. Cheryl's Freya, but Cheryl has to be urbanized.
She-Rod.
I like it.
You sent someone to pick it up right away. All I need to do is keep quiet until it's asleep. Gotta pretend I'm asleep.
Traitor.
Yeah, what a douche. What exactly happens here? They kidnap Vivi. They try to turn him into fuel. Jet fuel.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Getting the Zion nut from Goblin Island took the longest to figure out, and figuring out what a wonderful chocobo was. Yeah, yeah. Like you when you have to get the wonderful chocobo from the north,
Ooh.
the only difference is it's sprinting when you like first see it. It's ridiculous. Like when you get to look at it in the stalls and it's like, oh good, that one's really fast.
Am I supposed to be doing this? Am I supposed to be going back to the inn? I can't remember.
You can, but I think there's stuff up in the attic here. I know that there's something on that thing he's sitting on, or at least
That's the story progression.
yeah.
King near the treasure box while the windmill is turning. Alright.
Same goes with that one.
Dang. Right.
Yeah. I was like, great is pretty wonderful, right, game?
No!
Game? Yeah.
No! My screen transitions are terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's like a word difference, you know. To one of us, ooh, there was an exclamation point there.
Streaming, yeah, yes. There was?
Is that Nick?
No, it's Cheryl.
Oh.
Of course it was streaming.
Cheryl, you're about to be on camera.
Cheryl.
You-
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You breed them and it comes out to be the wrong. Yeah. Yeah, chocobo breeding is pretty intense.
Chocobo racing was pretty tedious after a while as well.
Oh yeah, because you had to get them up to a certain class. It's like it's got to be an S class, and it's gotta have like frilly wings, and it's gotta have you gotta bedazzle its saddle and all sorts of stuff.
Bedazzle its saddle.
Talking to another Musashi stream last night about obscure PS1 titles that were great. I think the most obscure, awesome title I heard was Intelligent Cube. Was that was the puzzle game?
Intelligent Cube!
We were just talking about. We were talking about.
You
that.
were just talking about that, yes.
Yeah, like last
Where all
week.
the cubes roll towards you,
Yeah.
and you had to configure them in a way that they would deplete.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was like the first 3D game I'd ever played.
Star Fox.
I never had an N64 or an SNES. I remember that. Yeah, it was. I rented that from
Yes.
Blockbuster. I meant, I never played Star Fox, the fully formed 3D, because I played first-person shooters before that. But.
My parents were used to me asking for different kinds of games, so when I asked for IntelliCube, they were perplexed. They were like, "You want a puzzle game?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's like Tetris but 3D." And then my mom played it more than I did.
My mom loved puzzle games. She's a Tetris freak.
I got the demo for it in PSM magazine. PSM magazine. That's like saying ATM machine.
Yeah, I had from issues 10 until 100 and something, I had official PlayStation magazine that came with demo discs. I think it'd be kind of cool if we did demo disc nights.
Demo disc.
Where we just put in a disc and we play whatever's on that disc.
That could be functional.
I think I gave all my demo discs to Matt. I think they're down over there.
We do need to talk about formatting off camera. Certain stuff.
Saw you light up when you heard that name. Gave me the chills. Seems like no one. Yeah, we all. Like you said last night, we all like the same stuff. Whether it's Musashi, Breath of Fire 3, Intelligent Cube, Tombstone,
it's
the
just
movie.
Usually when you talk about old PlayStation games, you hear the same titles brought up all the time, like Legend of Dragoon,
Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy 7, and it's and then you hear someone I like Alundra too, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. my first ever PS1 game, and we'll see if you recall this game, was a first-person shooter by the name of Disruptor.
Disruptor.
It was the the company behind Insomniac Games, the company behind Resistance and Ratchet and Clank. They that was their first game. Yeah, it was ridiculous. It had like live action cutscenes that were really poorly acted.
Like Resident Evil.
Did it have live action cutscenes?
Yes, it did. The very first one did.
The very first one, yeah.
Only I think in the beginning and the end, but still.
What about Tomba? Tomba was a sweet, sweet game. Tomba's an awesome game that no one ever really knows.
It's a naked little pink-haired guy that throws pigs.
He bites them in the butt. What's to like? What's not to like?
Bite that butt.
That's a game I rented a few times in a row because I was sick and I wanted to beat the crap out of it.
Tomba?
Yeah.
FJG?
FPSs were never really his genre.
Ah.
Other than GoldenEye and Perfect Dark.
Oh, Perfect Dark!
See, I never had an N64, so I didn't play these when I was younger.
Perfect Dark was only cooler than GoldenEye because, well, the weapons, and because you could program, like, bots for your team and the opponent's team. So,
yeah.
My friend Mark and I rented it, and we had, like, our bots were... Because you could detail them, you could pick them and... Ugh.
I never... Fun. Was this for regular original Game Boy? Kid Dracula?
Kid Dracula.
You ever play Kid Dracula?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sounds fun.
It's for Game Boy.
Pop it up my emulator.
Kid.
Stream it.
Stream Kid Dracula.
Local recording. Speedrun Kid Dracula.
Be quieter, because the baby's going to sleep.
I'm kind of stupid, but you're really not bad.
Well, I'm kind of stutz it.
English.
Jeez. German's key.
German's key. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, we actually... Last time Ben was down, or up, he has an N64 with... Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye, and Perfect Dark, when we played some Perfect Dark. But like I said, I never played it when I was younger, because I had a friend with an N64, but the only game I ever remember playing was Star Fox.
Banjo-Kazooie. So much fun.
It's one of those Mario clones, but it was fun.
Yeah, it kind of was, but...
Just the concept of, like, a bird carrying this giant ape.
Oh, the flying?
Like, no, like when you have to walk up like steep inclines, the bird is the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
I have to stream some Skull Monkeys.
Skull Monkeys. Jeez.
Skull Monkeys is a really obscure PS1 game, but it was ridiculously hard and fun.
Do you have a copy of it?
I do.
Oh,
I still have my PS1 copy of it. Side-scrolling platformer, but it was claymation. It was really, really fun.
Kill what? Oh, Kid Dracula.
Diddy Kong Racing or Mario Kart? Make sure you think about it carefully before knee-jerking into Mario Kart.
Oh no, I like Diddy Kong Racing over Mario Kart.
Roll Cage, that's my answer to that.
Roll Cage?
Yep. Was a PS1 knockoff of Wipeout, but you could ride on the ceiling.
Wipeout was pretty crazy too.
I never played either Diddy Kong Racing. I mean, I played Mario Kart, but I don't feel as attached to... Other than Smash Brothers, I don't really get attached to any of the side Mario games like Mario Party and stuff like that.
Diddy Kong Racing was cool just because it was, I think, the first game I remember doing 3 different vehicles. And you had, they actually created a whole cast of characters for it, except for Conquer the Squirrel.
What was the name of that game?
What game?
PS1 racing game where you rode jet skis. I had it on one of those demo discs.
I only know of Wave Runner for
It might...
N64.
Maybe it was ported. Maybe it was both. But yeah, no, I know the game you're talking about. I I had the second one. That Bleep was his jam.
Oh, it's not. Is it jet skis? Is that what those things are?
Yeah.
The water motorcycles?
Yeah. No, Jet Moto was a different kind of game.
Yeah, Jet Moto was
But Jet Moto was sweet.
pretty cool. Guys, talk about Gex.
Gex was awesome. And then they ported him to the Game Boy, and he steadily became non-existent.
Yeah. They bought him out to use in Geico commercials.
Man, I'm really trying to think of my obscure PS1 games now. I really can't now. I think I've exhausted all of them. I think Skull Monkey has killed it, because that's obscure to the obscure.
Loaded and Reloaded.
I liked those too.
They were like they were like that one level of Super Contra where you were overhead and shooting everything.
I remember Scott bought PO'd, was a first-person shooter.
PO'd.
That was really stupid.
It was really stupid.
That was back when they had tall boxes for the PS1 games.
Yeah.
They didn't even have.
Loaded too.
Yep.
Was a tall box game. And Resident Evil, the first one.
Wild Arms.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a tall box. It was Jet Moto 2 that I was thinking of. This is an image of the cover. Yes, it was Jet Moto. Okay, so it was Jet Moto. Yeah, this is on one of those demo discs.
It was on a demo disc, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that comes up really nasty on the stream. The purple text.
Oh.
It's because it's really dark. It's of a jet ski.
Sorry, I really haven't been paying attention. What's going on? They kidnapped Vivi.
Yeah, they're gonna turn him into glue.
They're gonna turn him into glue. Right, and now I'm not supposed to start any trouble.
Yeah, because if they will literally they definitely will kill him or something if they find out.
Hmm?
There's a chest below.
Hmm? This?
It's hidden.
You mean this thing?
It's got eye drops.
Oh, it's got eye drops.
It's the dog food factory. Chocobo food factory, you know? Moogle. Yeah, but they distracted Steiner so that Steiner is not, you can't bring him along. Monkey. Just add water and your dog is fed for weeks. Aw, poor VB. Bye bye. Got like 10 minutes and then we'll take like a short 5-minute break.
A respite. Or a a respite from the City of Heroes days.
Oh yeah. Need more whiskey, my honey. BRB.
Nice.
How do you get that one? Ah. Not as tricky as it looked initially.
Mm.
Yeah. Ether!
Suck some of that ether, Zidane.
Dun, 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 dun. Boom, wham, wham, wham.
This little layout actually reminds me of City of Heroes.
A little bit, yeah. Crap, what was the name of the... What was the name of the freak show? Never mind.
Freak Show?
Yeah, the freak show. I was trying to think of the
Oh,
name.
those guys.
Yeah, because that, I remember, like, particularly a room with, like, 3 of the
Big guys. The
ones that
hammer
got
feet.
revived.
You know that they all had a chance to get revived, even the minions?
I think I remember that. What a fun game.
I know.
It's another reason why I'm not particularly excited about 14. Now, I'm excited for it, but I'm not... I doubt I'll ever... Unless I luck into a job or something, but... it's a paid MMO, which is like,
Well, see, this is my justification for now. I can play one paid MMO because I need to have a payment on my credit card.
there you go.
And it's been paid off, so.
Matt was saying he doesn't want to get too excited about it because it's put in today's shipment and they put you in a box. Because he just got Bobby into League, and if he got into 14, he would never
Good.
play League again.
Really? Aw.
Yeah.
He would still play League.
He says he won't have the time once because he wants, he's going to get a new job and
True.
everything. And he
Very
won't have
true.
the time, so. Need to ask you a favor. We want to check out what's ahead. You might not be thrilled. Ew, gross.
Glue eggs.
Gluons?
Glongs. See, this is where we need Kina.
Should we eat the eggs? Why would
Mystery solved.
Kina would help in what way? Opening the eating eggs?
No real reason.
Oh, it's just like, this is why we need Kina.
Yeah.
Because I like Kina. Jeez, does there have to be a reason?
Honey and whiskey. Wow. I'm
Yeah,
intrigued.
I think, yeah, like, there's literally American honey whiskey, like, just made, like, commercials for it all the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Fire indeed, hot. These guys look cool.
They're jerks. though. I think they're magic guys. They have to use magic to kill.
To hit more frequently, you mean?
They're wrecking me though.
Ooh. Potion. Is that the first steal?
They're not bosses.
Yeah, so they don't got nothing but potion.
When they die, they don't like flop over. They just go. Ugh, osmosis. No Thierry today.
No Aura either. He
No
hasn't
Aura.
shown up lately. I don't think he's particularly interested in 9.
It's not a lot of people aren't.
Man, these guys take a long time because they're so immune to physical. Ow. And they're like smiling, so it looks
Yeah.
funnier.
It's like you did me a favor. Thinking about it now, I probably could have just cast Cure on them or something. They seem
Oh,
like
they're
ghosts.
Maybe. Did this one do that trick?
All Final Fantasies do. That's like a Final Fantasy staple, I think.
Yeah.
If not a D&D staple. I like this mist machine right here.
Yeah, it's cool.
What are those mates? What are those eggs made of?
Oh. Oh, it's just like inspecting them. Is that an egg? No ghosts, no ghosts, no ghosts, no ghosts. There's probably only ghosts in here. Nope.
Oh yeah,
These
I like
guys look
these
cool.
guys.
They're not lizard men, but
I think these are the lizard men, aren't they?
might be.
Yeah, sec. Who's Vivi think he is? Cloud?
Cloud.
Claude. Or like,
Well, if he is Cloud, that one dude voted for him.
not happy about that.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I get it. You're just having fun, but change it to something after the fact.
No, does not benefit you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 20 away, huh?
Wow.
It's like 20 fights almost.
How can you tell? He didn't even open it.
He sniffed it.
That's true. He's part monkey. I guess monkeys don't have a good sense of smell. Like the water effect there.
Yeah, it's cool. These patchwork eggs.
Yeah.
He like slid. Like there's all these tunnels beneath this town.
Yeah, right. You're like miles away from town now. Right, not miles, but
Inches. Learn protect.
yeah, right.
Yeah, at least I can cast that every time.
Slice.
Oh, remind me to equip Thunder. I think I learned it, right?
I don't think you have to equip them, right? Like spells, you don't, or do you?
I think you do. Well, I mean, he knows Thunder, right?
Should.
He's not. He doesn't show up on his thing.
Huh.
Unless it's over. Unless they do like fire
Maybe.
on one page.
We'll see.
Oh, there they are, guys.
Yeah, they like space them out for the Fire
For the
2s.
sequels. Yeah. The sequels.
This summer, Fire 2
Days.
in theaters.
While they last.
While supplies last. Ah! Aww. That's gotta be like terrifying for a person that,
Is one of those. Yeah.
you know. Belt buckles
Yeah.
on Peach's little pants. Yeah, Cheryl.
Hello. Run around like a madman.
Murph. Oh. It just like sucked it up into that barrel. Got to fight Black Waltz too, right? And then fight him again. Pardon me, old man. So tired, she says.
Aw, go to sleep. We're actually gonna take an intermission, so we're gonna be off the camera for like 10 minutes. While we do stretches.
Maybe not 10 minutes. But he's got a cool mustache.
He does. But yeah, I'd say we do it now because we're actually at like a changing point.
Alright, well, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break. And we'll be back soon-ishly. We'll have a waiting screen up, but don't go anywhere unless you want to go to bed. But
Look at this card.
Until then, stay safe and.